Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Business Smarter Live Your Optimal Life TV show. I'm your host, Dr. Davia Shepherd, and my very special guest today is Jill Lublin. She is the expert on all things publicity. When you think about getting your business out there, getting your PR done, getting in front of the right audiences, getting on the newspaper, getting on TV, all of those things, Jill is the person to speak to. Of course, I want to take a moment to invite you to come join us over in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. I'm Dr. Davia Shepherd, and I host this amazing group of women. We get together every single day in our Facebook group and we support each other. Women from all walks of business, whether we're talking about entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, we're talking about women in corporate life, women in nonprofit. The only thing that is unique to this group is that we're all here wanting to support each other to help everybody grow. And you can be a part of us. So just come on over to growsmarternotharder.com/Facebook, and you can be a part of our group. On with the show. Jill, welcome.
Hi, I'm Misha Hadaway, CEO and owner of Gentle Mama Counseling, and you're tuned into Ladies Power Lunch.
Hi, I'm Nadine Keller, CEO of Precision Sales Coaching and Training, and you are tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Debbie Sodergren, the CEO of Up Vibrations, and you are plugged into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Christy Sullivan, human design expert, author, and speaker, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Keisha Zulo, president of Events of Joy, and you're tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Mary Colangelo. I'm an international fashion therapist, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Lakeisha Clemens, the CEO of Freedom Life Therapy and Wellness. You are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Kiana Coachman Strickland, also known as DJ Q Boogie. I'm the founder of Female DJ Association, and you are tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
On with the show. Jill, welcome. I'm so excited to see you. Welcome back, friend, to the show. Can you share with everybody who, I don't know how they missed it, I don't know how they don't know who you are, but for the very few who haven't met you yet, can you share with everybody who you are and a little bit about the amazing things you're doing in the world?
Absolutely, Dr. Davia. It's always a blessing to be with you again. And I am a 4-time best-selling author and a publicity expert and the author of the book Guerrilla Publicity. To that end, I do virtual publicity boot camps, which are super fun, get her done. And I also run an intentional kindness community based on the profit of kindness. Those are the two main things I do. I'm really committed to helping entrepreneurs really get your name out there, your word out there, increase your visibility, and use publicity to really put yourself out there in simpler, easier ways.
So, I mean, a lot of the folks who watch our shows, like I said, they are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business owners. They really are trying to get their word out there so that the people who are losing sleep at night because they need the work that they do can find them. What's the difference between PR and the traditional marketing things that people are trying to do probably by themselves or using a company to do?
Well, so glad you're all listening because publicity is inexpensive. I mean, as opposed to Facebook ads or Instagram ads or LinkedIn Live, and by the way, LinkedIn Live, Facebook Lives, those are free publicity and it is publicity. So I'm into what I call visibility building activities that consistently and persistently put you in to the marketplace so that people know you. And my friends, I don't care how big or small you are, publicity works in the sense that it builds your credibility, it creates trust, it's earned media, meaning you as an expert deserve it. And the reality is everything matters and everything counts. So as a small business person, turn to publicity because it's your primary marketing strategy. That's completely free, super great, and puts you way ahead of the crowd, first in the line, so that people trust you, know you, have heard your name. I like to call that I've heard of her somewhere syndrome.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. It's so interesting that you say that because I remember this was before COVID. a few times I was featured in the local penny saver, like this legitimately the 3 newspaper that people get. And I was just asked by the folks at the penny saver to write an article about pain that they would publish like whenever. And people started coming into our office just because I did a favor for a journalist at the penny saver. It cost me nothing. It was a favor, and it actually boosted our patient base here in our community. Do you have any examples, Jill, of how using publicity over marketing has been helpful for some of your clients?
Absolutely. And I just want to clarify for everyone, publicity is marketing, my friends. And what's super great is it's free. That's why I'm saying, like, I've gotten my clients away from spending a lot of money on ads and different things. Because listen, you can write one article, for instance, kind of like you, one of my clients who owns an audiology clinic, that's for ears, writes one article a month in a family public parenting publication that's free in the Sacramento, California area. And guess what? She gets at least 1, maybe 2 clients a month, and that's a $3,500 to $5,000 client every single month because she writes these articles ongoingly. So one of the things I want to remind you is be consistent and persistent. That's really a key. One of my clients sold 42 books, self-published books, in 15 minutes through a podcast she was on. And then one of my clients, because I'm really big on, I call it use everything you've got, and he is Asian American. So we had an article translated into Chinese, put it in the Chinese Times, and do you know that one article got him $7,000 worth of business like that? Plus more. I'm just telling you, the big one that came in really quickly. And I see this consistently, Davia, particularly with feeding ongoingly your prospects, and who then of course turn into clients. It keeps your pipeline full because people keep being interested. Oh, I got to find out more about what she's doing or he's doing, right? And they tune in. And that's what's wonderful.
Jill, what are some of the do's and don'ts that you recommend for us to get more publicity?
So a couple things. Let's start with the negative first, get that over with. Number 1, don't wait. Take a baby step, my friends. This is not a waiting game. This is not a I'll do it when or if. No, you do it where you are right now. Okay, so do plant flowers so your publicity grows and blooms in the right times, and do be consistent and persistent with your visibility building activities. And so what that means is, maybe a podcast every week or write an article every week. I like people to do an hour of visibility building activities every single week. And you can divide that up. It's probably easier if you do 2 30-minute segments or 4 15-minute segments. The point is you want that momentum to keep going, and you want your publicity to keep growing. And that focused time, I promise you, will build that momentum.
Those are really some good suggestions. Do you have any client stories where I know I'm sort of a perfectionist and I want to wait, until I've got it right? Do you have a client that you kind of had to push a little bit to get them going, and they saw that you weren't kidding around when you said, don't wait, start where you are?
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, most of them. I mean, listen, who isn't a little bit afraid? And me too, by the way, of getting yourself out there. And one of the things I've been known for is my ability to really get to the heart of your message and do something that's resonant for who you are so that it feels more natural. And then what I've noticed is the confidence level goes way up. So one of the women recently in my virtual publicity boot camp, she followed my formula for a message. She got that down. And I will tell you, she was very shy. I had to get her to turn her camera on a few times, right? And she's an interior designer. She's the kind of person that when people would say, what do you do? She would in her words, become a deer in headlights. She never knew what to say. She never knew how to explain it. She's a one-person business and very talented at what she does, I might add. Well, she followed my message formula, which is quite simple, and happy to share it with you. And guess what happened? She went to a Zoom networking event. She had her 1 minute who she is and what she does. And do you know, she closed a $2,000 client right there on Zoom, no follow-up meeting. Why? Because they felt her. They knew that, well, they needed that in that moment. So she was right place, right time, which is why I want you to do those visibility building activities. So you are in the right place at the right time, consistently and persistently for people and yourself, right? And then what happened was she just was more confident, right? And that, I think that just really gives a vibe to people. They get it. They love your energy. I've gotten a lot of clients, honestly, because they say, I love your energy. Now that's me being me. I'm not asking you to be me. You be you. You do you. And many of my clients are really serious, focused. Maybe one's a CPA. I had to get him. Jess just said, just smile every once in a while. I mean, sometimes it's just as simple as that, but it's little things that make that tweak, and then having that follow through of what you're going to say in what order, and knowing that, so that no matter how you feel or what's going on in your life, you can just come out, swinging and a pitching and being a wonderful guest. Makes a world of difference.
Absolutely. Being a wonderful guest makes a lot of difference. I mean, there you are on my show. You're being a wonderful guest. And this is why you keep getting asked back again and again by popular demand, because our audience wants to constantly hear more from you. So we really, really do appreciate it. So Jill, where do we start when we're getting into this idea of publicity? I understand what you're saying. Don't wait, start where you are, but
yes,
how?
Okay, so let's start with your message. Why? Because the message is the key and a foundation for your confidence, for your opportunity to speak when you're being interviewed. So I want you to be a problem solver. Be, all of you watching, you're experts, right? So we want to identify that expertise within the context of a problem out there, right? So I would say something like, the problem today is 4 out of 5 businesses will go out of business because you have no clue how to create publicity without spending a fortune. That's my simple message, okay? So then I've got solutions, and I give people solutions. So you always want to be a solution provider. That's the opposite side of that. You want to tell people what to do. You want to keep it really simple, and you want to keep it in 5-year-old language. A lot of people talk too high over others, using sometimes jargon that just like, what'd she say? I didn't quite get it. So you want to keep things very, very simple. And I also want you to go to Google Alerts and put in, like, let's say you're a leadership coach, put in the word leadership, put in your name. These are 2 separate entries. This is completely free. And then I want you to see who's talking about leadership, right? If you ever are interviewed, your name will show up in Google Alerts. So I think that that's really a good key, and also shows you what they're saying about your topic. So that's also great, so that you can come in and talk about something. But I really want you to realize media is a lot about opinion. Okay, so let me give you a great example. I was teaching my boot camp, and I get a text from an ABC TV producer out of Dallas, Texas. Now, I wrote a book called Guerrilla Publicity, so I am an established expert on this, but you certainly don't even need books to get publicity. You just want to keep getting publicity so that you're seen and heard. And he said, Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's is changing the name of their brands, and we want your opinion on this. Okay, now here's the thing. You got to get it. I was teaching. I was busy. But here's the thing. No matter what the media asks you, see this sign? You're always going to say yes. You're going to say yes to whatever they want when they want you. It's all good. Now you got me in your front pocket. We'll figure it out for your message. And I have to tell you, because I was teaching, I hadn't seen the news. I didn't know what the story was. Again, Google is a beautiful thing. I quickly went, what are they saying? What's going on? I found out the grandson didn't want it changed, multiple opinions. And I want you to know, again, media is opinion. It's your opinion. Why? Because you're the expert. So I could quickly go on, say something that sounded somewhat smart. And here's good news. Did you know anyone can sound smart for about 5 minutes? I mean, come on, my friends. You can sound smart. You know what to say. You know your main points. You know what you know, right? And that is authentic to you. And there, we had a great interview. Well, guess what? I don't live in Dallas because I'm on Google Alerts. Jill Lublin, there it came up the next day. ABC TV interviews Jill Lublin, author of Guerrilla Publicity. And then I can reuse it. See, I love publicity because it really is a gift that keeps on giving, that is going to help you to get seen, to get heard, to get paid, to create that visibility factor that will take you far down the road, my friends, in all kinds of ways.
That's a great story. Love, 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 love that. If folks were to take anything away from our conversation today, just one thing, if you were to give us one piece of homework that we could just get started with, what would that be, Jill?
Okay, so in addition to the message, I want you to follow some reporters on whatever drug of choice is your favorite, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Like there is, I promise you, some kind of reporter hanging out who maybe talks about what you do. Connect to them and just say, hey, I'm an expert in so-and-so. I noticed that you're doing XYZ kind of work, and, let them know that you've read their pieces, and don't necessarily go, choose me, but I am big on making very, what might I call it, very specific requests. You can absolutely say, I'm an expert in human resources. I see that you write a lot about human resources. I loved that story you wrote about Pepsi company. And, I just want you to know, when you need a human resource expert, I'm here, and I'd love to be your source for anything you need. And if you need something else, I am sure I can help you. Okay, right there, what are you doing? Because here's the thing, these people, the media, they're busy. So if you be, shall we say, an accommodating resource, you be consistent and persistent with them, you be ready to go at any time, you be nice, please. And I promise you, they're going to come back to you, and they are going to interview you. So that would be one great place to start, that, and get on podcasts. I mean, here's the great news. There are so many podcast matching services right now. Super good news. And I know your Lady Power Lunch, guess what? There's people who have podcasts. Start getting on podcasts now. And I think that will really help all of you. And I promise you, they're pretty simple to get on them. And there are probably people right around you in your circles that have them. So let's get you on them right now.
I love that so much, Jill. People are going to want to know how they can connect with you.
Sure. Well, I've created a wonderful action guide for you filled with more publicity tips. You go to jilllublin.com/ oh, wrong one. Excuse me. You go to publicitycrashcourse.com/free gift. And my friends, inside of that is a wonderful, great action guide that's going to give you publicity tips, but even better, I created a free publicity masterclass. It is with me. It's live. And so click that. Let's come on and give you some real publicity tips, and additionally to what we're doing here, and get your questions answered.
That is amazing. Can you say your link again? Because I'm really, really sure that our audience is going to want to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. publicitycrashcourse.com/free gift.
Jill, you bring it every single time with the tips, with the resources, with the homework, and with the free gift. I love, love, love it. Thank you so much for being our special guest again. And I hope we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for the work you do, you superstar.
Thanks, Jill. Everybody, this has been an amazing show. As usual, our guests are outstanding. And we'd love for you to come on our show. We'd love for you to be a part of our amazing community that is Ladies Power Lunch. So may I invite you, or just go to growsmarternotharder.com/Facebook. And that's where you'll find Jill and many, many, many other amazing women who are just waiting to hold hands with you and help you grow your business smarter. At the end of every show, I pull a card, and it's just a thought for the day, a reminder for us, something for us to think about. And the card that I pulled today just popped up right at the top of the deck, and it says Sacred Pool. It's from Colette Baron Reed's The Enchanted Map Oracle Cards. And I wonder, what amazing message does she have for us? It says, the world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. Well, I know the world wishes to see your love and your beauty. So get out there, get your publicity going, get visible, get yourself seen and heard by the people who are losing sleep at night because they need what you have. Thanks so much for watching with us today, everyone. Thank you, Jill, and I'll see you all on the next show. Bye, everyone.